I want to run through the history of the draft lottery with you folks.
What are our chances tonight? What are we looking at?
Well, let's just start with this, okay?
When did it actually begin?
Well, they've done like different variations of
But
this.
the first time it was no longer. It used to just be a coin flip between the worst two teams.
The worst two teams had coin flips. Most of the tankathon stuff dates to 85.
Yes.
The history of the draft stops at 1985.
Yep.
Now, the odds have obviously changed in the last just couple years of our lives with the top 3 teams in the odds.
Evened them out.
But before that, the percentage chances were different, and before they've changed it like 4 times since they've created
When they first
this.
started it, it was everybody that didn't make the playoffs had the same. They just put your envelopes in the big thing and turned it around.
Pull
Guess
your
what?
envelope out.
That's
That
what
was
they
it?
should go back to.
They should.
You want to get rid of this awful 17-win season by the Utah Jazzes
There
of
you
the
go.
world. Say everybody's odds that aren't in the playoffs are the same, and you won't get teams that are being so egregious with it. But I digress. The Blazers tonight, the percentage chances are not great, but they cannot get picks 9 through 5.
No.
It is not mathematically possible. It cannot happen. It will not happen.
It's funny to me that that's how it works. I mean, I guess from a mathematical standpoint, I get it. It's just funny how there's not a possible equation where you end up with the 7th overall pick.
So the Blazers social media is doing this. They're trying to be all cutesy, and they're like, hey, what's the percentage chances of this? It's 4, just like our chance of the one pick.
Yeah. So you have a better chance of running into your ex at new seasons than the Blazers have at getting the 3rd overall pick or something like that.
So the Blazers are at exactly 3.8% chance to get the number 1 pick.
Right where we wanted to be.
So I did some digging, and I said, oh, all the hopefuls, all us hopefuls hoping we capture that flag tonight.
Yes.
Here are the odds history dating back to 1985.
1985.
Teams that have won the number 1 pick with less than 5% odds going into the lottery since 85. Can you guess how many teams have had the number 1 pick with less than 5%
odds?
Because
less than 5.
you may say, why'd you choose that number? 1, we're 3.8%, so
Right.
5's a nice round number there.
Yes.
But we won the number 1 pick for Odin. We had 5.63%.
we were the 7th
chance.
odds, I believe, that year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I think we were lower than that.
Were we lower than that?
I'll go look at
I know the
I
odds have
wrote the
evened out, but I
history of
thought we were slightly. I thought our odds were. Yeah, and I get maybe that's because of the way they changed.
Well, it
the math
happened
equation.
last year.
Atlanta did it last year. I know
So,
that.
we were 7th pre-lottery. We had a 5.3% chance going in to get
That's what I
that
thought.
number 1
I'm going to
pick
say it's happened 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah,
okay?
knowing Atlanta did it.
Atlanta just did it, which if I'm a Blazer fan, I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, we missed our chance. I'm gonna go. I don't less than 5%.
Less than 5%.
I'm gonna go twice.
6 times.
6
No,
times.
okay.
Okay.
It has happened 6 times. Cleveland's been a couple of those because remember they had that 3- and 4-year run. It was ridiculous.
So this is back to 85.
Goes back
Anthony
to
Bennett.
1985.
40 years.
40 years.
6 times in 40 years.
6 times.
Not many.
So going in, you know your percentage chance 3.8, but your overall chances of 6 times in 40 years, I can't math that math.
Math.
But it ain't great, Bob. Okay? But maybe the basketball gods will reward us.
There is a chance.
Teams with the 10th odds that have jumped into the top 4 because now Blazer fan is like, well, look, if we can't capture the flag,
We got to go draft another guard.
we're going to get in the top 4, baby.
So yeah,
Good
it's,
point.
so that's 15%. 6 into 40, 15% of the lottery.
Since
Somebody
1985.
I've gone
less than 5% chance has.
You know,
what's
it's higher than 3.7 we got.
I was going to say, it's higher than 3.8%, 15%.
There you go.
Teams with the 10th odds, exactly where Portland
Yes.
is. Now, they're only there because they lost a coin flip. Their percentages are actually down a little bit because of this tiebreaker. Teams with the 10th odds that have jumped into the top 4 since 1985. Now, I have a caveat to this,
Ooh.
but can you guess how many teams since 1985 have sat where the Blazers are
Yeah.
and have jumped into the top 4 since 1985?
Well, if sub 5%, you have 6 times they've gotten the number 1 overall pick, and now we're going 10 inside the top 4. I'm going to go slightly higher than that. I'll say 8 times it's happened.
Well, they only. It used to be only the top 3 were determined by the lottery, and then when they went to stretching it out the whole way, I'm going to say 3.
Coincidentally, by the way, the one you speak of, how about in 2016? I totally forgot about this. I had to triple check this with my eyes. It went exactly chalk.
Yeah.
Every pick went where it was supposed to go.
It was crazy. I just totally forgot about that.
It's like when you end up with all the number 1 seeds in the Final Four. You're like, oh,
Yes.
yeah, all those idiots who just picked chalk ended up being right.
Now, to Swag's point, this process has changed. But I wanted to just do the 85 thing because I did it with the 1 pick, so I'm doing it with this one. 5
times.
5 times. Hawks last year. Lakers, they're 11th in 2019. They jumped into it. The Hornets did in 99, to Swag's point, the Magic and the Sonics, because of those things Swag said. Now, here's your caveat. You could say, well, Sprague, they're 10th, but they're kind of 9th, too. And I'll say, okay, we can play that game. It'd be 7.
With the 9th pick into the top 4.
With the 9th into the top 4. The Cavs did it in 2014, and the Bulls in 08.
I mean, look.
There's your history of the draft rundown and being in the 10th spot. That is what the history says of the NBA draft.
It's a very slim chance. It's a very slim chance that something positive happens tonight. I know I am famously Mr. Poopy Pants when it comes to this organization. I'm about as down as I've been in a long time. I don't trust the overall vision and leadership, and I'm not quite sure what the direction is. Today's the day where you get positive Patty, man. I mean, this is the day where it all happens on one ping pong ball and everything can change for the future of your organization. And if you get that break, there's a chance that it happens tonight. The odds are not in your favor. They're stacked against you because of the regular season that you just had, and you did not set yourself up to get a decent opportunity at this. But there is an opportunity, and it exists. And if you get lucky tonight, it will change everything for the next 10 years.
83.1% chance you're 10, 11, or 12.
Yep.
So 83%
overwhelming percent chance.
Overwhelming says, now let's go to Tankathon and let's do this.
Our party's going to be over pretty quickly tonight because if you get revealed immediately is, what do we go, 14, right? Is that how many lottery teams there are?
Yes.
Right on that? So you got so you go 14, 13. You pop in at number 12, party's over, TV's off. Everybody's jumping out of a window.
By the way,
where's the bleach?
The Spurs are sitting there with the 14th pick.
Oh, you'll know right away.
And the 8th pick.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Here's
the lottery odds. Let's go to Tankathon. The 4th pick in the NBA draft.
Hey! There's a positive mojo for a Monday
Charlotte.
of lottery day.
Hell yeah.
Poor Hornets, man.
I don't want to do it again because we may never get back in the top 4.
No,
I did it yesterday, and I went 10 times exactly. We got into the top 4 once.
That sounds about like
the
our
rest,
odds.
We didn't. Well, we either stayed at 10 or we went to 11.
Can we get a frozen envelope tonight? Can somebody freeze our envelope? Can that happen? Can somebody get some ice on that envelope?
Well, I mean, are Portland fans feeling optimistic about this?
There's no reason to be optimistic.
Okay.
But you put on your fake pants. You all pretend for a day, and we try and put our clown paint on and tell ourselves that this can happen. But no, I know. I mean, we went through a regular season that's put us in this position. For one day, we'll all suspend belief, but we know how it's going to go tonight.